Good morning. What's going on, YouTube? I'm just sitting here in my backyard. Listen, in this video, going to be talking about Ryan Garcia, the Ostarine, the cult following of his fanboys, the hypocrisy that goes on, the hatred for Devin Haney. Whether you think the PEDs had a role in his win or not, is it's hard to speculate, right? Because that really goes off the assumption that you believe him. But if you don't believe him and the test shows that you shouldn't believe him, see, it's weird because it's not like it's the court of law where somebody is accusing you of a crime, right? Nobody's accusing Ryan Garcia of doing something. You failed the test. So the evidence is there, and then the questions come after. In court, it's the opposite, right? You know that you first people you're accused, and there has to be evidence to show that what you're accused of you did. But Ryan Garcia has to do the opposite. It was shown that you tested positive for something, and his excuses are just stupid, right? Showbiz bringing up the weight loss pills and things like that, it's a plausible idea. It could also have nothing to do with the test. It could have nothing to do with it. And that goes down a very deep rabbit hole, guys. That's a deep rabbit hole. Once you start, and I get it, I get what he's trying to do about raising awareness of these supplements not having these PEDs in them. But then where does that go, you know? Because are you going to say every time a fighter pops dirty, or are we going to say, it was a weight loss pill? It's it, the thing with Ryan Garcia is he has shown that he he's not the good church boy that he portrays to be, right? Just think of that funny meme on TikTok I saw. I'll post it. It's like, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus. To go from that to a completely different person like that shows that he plays a character. He has fun with it. He has freed himself of sticking to one role. He'll play the good guy and he plays the bad guy. And those type of people could, they usually become very successful because that's often what it takes to get success is also being able to play the role of the bad guy. Sometimes in business that has to be done. You have to do things that you don't think a nice person would do. And he's given up that persona of the nice guy. And this has come part of it. And I think, listen, the amount of money that he made in that fight, there are millions of people who have done far worse than take a pill to make some money. Um, you don't think Ryan Garcia would take a pill or two that would help him win the fight? That he was led to believe was very, very low risk. Yo, bro, they're not gonna. Yo, all these athletes do it. They're not gonna pop. You're not gonna pop. Trust me. We know all the science. We know how to hide it. We got you. He popped. Now, I'm not saying he did that. I'm saying that's more plausible than believing he's just some clean guy and would never do that. You have to get rid of the perception that he would never do anything. Because he's shown us he literally would do anything, if not only to promote the fight, like talking about the Bohemian Grove. And listen, I give him a lot of credit. I really do. You have to give Ryan Garcia, aside from this steroid thing, you have to give him a lot of credit for the marketing. Um, he obviously trained really hard for the fight. He did so good, like he destroyed Devin. You have to give him props on every level. This is specifically on the topic of popping. You can't, for someone to pop and then just say, oh, I believe him. He didn't do anything. Anthony Joshua ain't never popped for nothing. I He's probably taken some weight loss pills before. You know, I think of Conor Benn blaming eggs for him popping. It's like, bro, you know how many boxers eat lots of eggs and you're blaming eggs on it? But the support for him was nowhere near the same of Ryan Garcia. Nobody believed him. Everybody, the world hated him, man. Eddie Hearn defending him, and you guys were on, and look at that. How many people were just absolutely hating on Eddie Hearn because he was defending Conor Benn? Because that was his boy, and he truly believed him, and he was backing his guy. Like most guys would. Most solid people would back their guy. But look at Ryan Garcia. Same scenario, but very different narrative. Very different narrative. There was no videos being made when Conor Benn popped dirty about, oh yeah, eggs, you boxers got to be careful about eggs because they've actually been like studies and all this stuff. Ryan Garcia has this crazy support and fan base that, credit to him, but it shows, man. It makes you go down a rabbit hole. Are we gonna blame weight loss pills on every fighter popping dirty? Right? It go. Listen, the B sample is obviously gonna come back positive. Let's see what happens. He says he's gonna take it to court. Let's see what happens. All I'm saying is that people should just stick with the facts and stop trying to choose a side. Stick with the facts. The fact is he popped twice for Ostarine. And he lied and said it was 1/1000th of a gram, which means he's putting out statements without knowing all the facts, because he was actually 60 times over the limit. But anyway, there's an airplane coming over in Miami. There's airplanes. Oh, I'm right by the airport. Catch y'all in the next one. Peace.